Well, here's another one I found. This is how they put the name. Senklip of the Coos Colwicks TMW Hola tribe. Or it doesn't say tribe, but then it shows care of colon, and then if something's in brackets like this, it's just removed from the whole document. Non-commercial BC, Canada. So the debtor's exact full legal name is this name. Mailing address is Cougar Road. Do you remember a long time ago I found those Texas records where they talked about the Cougars? I don't know if you remember this. And then Canada, Canadian Embassy, Washington. Okay, secured party, Her Majesty the Queen, head of state for Canada, heirs, successors, and assigns. All of debtor's land, personal and private property, and all interest in said assets, land, properties, both tangible and intangible property, agreements, contracts, commercial papers, negotiable instruments, bonds, fixtures, debentures, certificates, promissory notes now owned and hereafter acquired, misspelled acquired, and wherever located, described fully in certified trade security agreement number. This. Debtor reserves the right to appoint an agent or duly authorized. So this is the debtor. One of the debtors is Canada, located in Washington, D.C., and the other debtor is this person. Not sure if it's a real name or not, so I'm not calling out the person because in my case, they made several birth records. And if you don't have a state number on your birth record, you might want to look a little further. But the name your assumed name is the name that would be on your passport. That is your assumed name. Province of British Columbia is also another debtor. Box 9041. And then the additional secured party is Senklip with a period. So maybe it's a longer name, and then Senklip of the, and then it doesn't have that long name there. Debtor is a transmitting utility. So when you do these UCC1s, your debtor is the all caps name is a transmitting utility, just not a public. Just make sure to put that you're not a public transmitting utility. There's some legal language about how to do that online. And again, British Columbia Province, these are other debtors. Canada Revenue Agency, Ottawa, Internal Revenue Service at 7 Tabonuco Street, Guanabo, Corporation, Washington, D.C. Organizational ID is all zeros. It's interesting, I wasn't looking at those. Okay. Okay, so it says one of the debtors is able to appoint a legal representative to hold the power of attorney to conduct all business, both public and private, to utilize unwritten and written laws, both domestic and international, in conjunction with the state of Canada, SIC. I don't know what this means, I'm sorry. United States of America, SIC, SIC. Maybe you guys know what this means. Washington, D.C., United Nations, tribal law, and abroad, in which is upheld to have the force of law, in which all parties aforementioned did give accession to the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties, United Nations Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, Nuremberg Principles on the crime of this, the American Declaration of the Rights and Duties of Man, and the Declaration on the right and responsibility of individuals, groups, and organs of society to promote and protect universally recognized human rights and fundamental freedoms. Inquiring parties may consult directly with the debtor, for ascertaining in detail the financial relationship and contractual obligations associated with this commercial transaction, identified in security agreement referenced above, which may or may not be available. All corporate state of Canada, de facto United States of America, and others offer debt paper instruments to debtor are the responsibility and duty of Her Majesty the Queen, her heirs, successors, and assigns as joint claimant to pay all debts, public and private. Well, that is crazy right there. So it looks like the Queen and her heirs, successors, and assigns as joint claimant to pay all debts, public and private, for all of the other parties, I guess. And all ministers, directors, agents, officers, employees who swear, affirm an oath of allegiance and or hold an oath of office and create an assignment, register a file, hold an obligation and duty to William Joseph Louis to adjust post bond RW. I'm not sure what that stands for, but here's the bond. For settlement and closure for any and all accounts created, filed, and or offered, autographed, accepted for value. So the signature, your signature, has value. Anything you sign, they can turn into some kind of instrument. Exempt from levy, adjust all accounts, proceeds, products, and fixtures, return for value, authorized by William Joseph Louis, UCC1 20139 and or SYNCLIP. Secured party reserves the right to issue assignment on all debt instruments secured for set-off by transmitting utility at all. All rights are reserved with prejudice. So when we always say all rights reserved without prejudice. So this one is rights reserved with prejudice, UCC 9201. And Personal Property Security Act, Section 25. Secured party reserves the right to issue judgment against any persons and or Crown. Crown Liability Act. Here's these. British Columbia Rex versus Sang Chong. Business Corporation Act. You can read the rest. Just skipping through here. Creating liability against debtor. Herein registered, non-negotiable, private between parties. Adjustment of this filing is in accord with UCC 1-103, 1-104, Order in Council, April 10th, 1933. The Sesticate, I don't know if this is the exact date, but I know the Sesticate was passed in 1933. And House Joint Resolution 192 of June 5th, 1933. Secured party accepts debtor's signature in accord with this, without prejudice. Okay, so now it's without prejudice. Debtor is a transmitting utility by the authority and order of the matriarchal elder clan mother, whatever that means. I've never seen this language in matriarchal elder clan mother. So, I don't know what that is. By the authority of the Coos Colwicks period. Accepted for, so is the Coos Colwicks a clan of some kind? Or is the matriarchal elder clan mother? Oh, I'm not sure about this one. Accepted for value based on the terms and conditions present in this filing by SYNCLIP. In accord with British Columbia Personal Property Security Act base registration or registry. I feel like I might be missing a page, but there's another page that shows all of these just listed in a different way. But I wanted to show you this because of the way it's worded and because it says 3125 Cougar Road in brackets, meaning it's removed entirely from the instrument that we're looking at. So I've never seen anything like this before. And remember that these are these are names that are, they're on a certificate. It's not calling out a person, you know, a human. Sorry, I don't want to use the word person, human. But this, I did some research on this, and I still am not sure what this is. If this is a tribe, a clan, not sure. Non-commercial.